Okay, good morning everybody, it's Mike and thanks for jumping on with me today. Yesterday we started a little thread for this week where we're taking Stephen Covey's book, The 7 Habits of Highly Effective People, and we're turning it into the 7 Habits of Highly Effective Real Estate Agents. And before we get started today, if you haven't read this book, I know most of you have, but if you haven't, do yourself a favor because it's empowering. It's uplifting, inspiring, and is a great model in how to run your business. And it's so good that I'm just going to completely rip him off this week in hopes of turning this into something that's empowering for us in our real estate businesses. So, yesterday we covered the first 3 out of 7 points, which was number 1, seek first to understand and then to be understood. Have you ever been speaking with somebody and you could tell that they weren't listening to you? They were just waiting for you to take a breath so they could jump in and start talking? I know we all have. And how did that make you feel about them? Did that make you feel connected? Probably not, right? Let's make sure that we're not doing that. Seek first to understand and only then to be understood. Number 2, is treat your business like a business, not like a hobby, not like the last thing in your priorities this week, where everything else comes, and then if you have any time left, then you work on your business. I didn't say your business had to be the priority. I get that we have families and responsibilities, but in my life every day, I have a number of priorities. My real estate business is one of them. Let's make sure we're treating it that way. Number 3 that we covered yesterday was this above all else. Be consistent. What time do you open your business each day? What days each week are you open for business and what days are you closed? Run your business like a business. Treat it with that kind of respect. Now jumping into today, number 4 on my list of 7 habits of highly effective real estate agents is learn to start your day early. Now some of you are going to groan about this and some of you don't want to believe this, but I'm going to say to you that some things are true whether you believe them or not. And I'm going to give you a couple of reasons why starting your day early is so important. So you might reference it as morning people and night people. And night people like to say this: you morning people are so arrogant, you think you're superior to everybody else. And as a morning person myself, I would say, well, we are. We don't think that, we know it. And here, well, there's nothing that you can do in the morning that I can't do at night. I'm like, yeah, there is. Because when you're a night person and you're working at 11 o'clock at night versus 7 o'clock in the morning, you're reactive. You're reactive. You're on defense. You're trying to catch up with the day that has already occurred. And I'm getting out in front of the day that's ahead of me. And that's going to win every single time. Now, I'm going to say this to you. I am a very early morning person. I get up about 4:30 every day, 7 days a week. And I am the worst morning person that I know. But I will tell you this. Getting your day started early will empower you. It will help you organize and get in control of your life and get out in front of it. And it is a learned behavior. It is a habit. And at first, it's going to be really hard. And you're going to need to give yourself about 90 days to establish the habit. Okay? Don't judge it off the first week. You give it 90 days, and you will naturally, more and more each week, start to get accustomed to it. But at first, it's going to feel really uncomfortable. Okay? But the difference between people is the habits that they form. Some people form bad habits. Some people form good habits. Learn to start your day earlier. Number 5 on our list, and this is just, I should put it on the wall in my office so I have to look at it all the time because I think it's this important. Under promise over deliver. Under promise, over deliver. Nothing destroys your character, your credibility more than the opposite of that, which is what most of us do, which is over promise and then fall short on the delivery. And that destroys credibility. And it takes years to build a reputation, and it takes 5 minutes to destroy it. And I don't think that's fair either, but it is. Under promise. Always deliver more than what you told people you were going to do. If I told you I was going to do 1, 2, and 3, I want to do 1, 2, and 3, and I probably want to add 4 and 5 on top of it. Number 6 of our 7 habits of highly effective real estate agents. Over-communicate at every opportunity. Hey, look, this is a lesson that I've learned in my 3 decades in Atlanta real estate, which is this. I would rather, given the mistake, I would rather make the mistake of over-communicating with you than under-communicating. I would rather you get 3 emails on a subject than to get none. Watch this. I was licensed in 1987, and this was true then, and it is true now. The number one complaint that consumers have about their real estate agent is lack of communication. And think about how outrageous that is in an age where we have so many free communication tools at our disposal. And the complaint over the last 3 decades, the number one complaint hasn't changed. Lack of communication. And that is so easy to change. You can change it right now. Right this second, you can make it so that you turn that number one complaint into your asset. Over-communicate at every opportunity. People will welcome it. Even if it annoys them, they'll welcome it. And number 7 on our list of the 7 habits of highly effective people, and I kept it number 7 for a reason, though I think it's like everything. And it's this: be kind, be kind, be humble. Yeah, sure, with your customers, absolutely. Be kind, be humble. Quit big-timing people. Quit showing up in a car that costs as much as their home cost. Quit overdressing beyond the level of your customer. Look like a professional, but lose the overkill. Stop bragging, stop flaunting. Be kind, be humble. Yeah, with your customers, but what I want to say to you today is with each other, with the other agent. Be kind, be humble. Be patient, be tolerant. Seek first to understand your co-op agent, and only then to be understood. Hear them out. Try to understand where they're coming from. If they're not as experienced as you, try to help them without being condescending. Lose the, well, I've been selling real estate for 20 years routine. Lose that. That's condescending in nature, and it doesn't put the other agent in a position where they can respond positively to you. You're just trying to big time them. Cut it out. Cut it all out. Work with each other. Help each other to get to a resolution. Stop being so snarky and hostile towards the other side of the transaction. It doesn't have to be that way. But the tone that we use with each other often makes it degenerate to that. Be kind, be humble. Folks, those are my 7 habits of highly effective agents. I'd love to hear yours. Message me. I'd love to hear what yours are. And I hope that we'll take these and we'll go out there and we'll make it happen for ourselves today.